fuck is that? What's that?
What's what?
Oh, my bad. That's
No, you
my
good.
phone.
Oh, you got a
I
notification?
forgot I had this air notification from who?
YouTube.
Uh, hold on. This shit telling me to unlock World of Perks with Nitro. That's the only. No, I don't got no. What you
Check my
talking
phone.
about, bro? Where's that?
We
Pause.
just went we just went live, bro. Oh, yep, it's on. Yo, yo.
Oh, you. Oh, I'm not even hearing, bro. I don't think I got some. What's that shit called? Notifications on.
You
Probably
gotta
like
turn the noti
unfuck this
bell
shit.
on, bro. Hell you got going on?
Oh, what I do nah, I don't got it on. Oh nah, I see this shit though.
Bet. Yo, y'all. Last minute decision. I mean, it ain't really last minute. We talked about doing this, but it was definitely last minute for us to do it today. We went ahead and watched The Last of Us, season 2, episode 1. Now, the funny backstory about us in this show is we actually did an entire review on the first season. However, all of it got lost. Shout out to fireworks. So,
That shit lost.
bro, we got one episode out for that shit.
The first episode.
No, the third episode. That's what's weird about it.
Oh,
The
that's
first one,
the
the first
third of
one
you.
got
The
record.
third episode.
Yeah, no, so we ended up merging the third and fourth episode. We merged both of those together. The first two got recorded,
Get that?
never got chopped up and posted. So shout
Wow.
out to fireworks. But yeah, that was 2 years ago at this point, which is crazy. We've been doing this shit for this long to where a season of a brand new show of a game that was out a mad long time ago. The first season dropped, and then the second season just dropped, and we're reviewing it. So we appreciate y'all for supporting. 400 subscribers later, and we still putting in work. But real quick, I wanted to ask you about something because you said something in the chat earlier. You said Elliot's top 5 corniest characters of all time or some shit.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
I just don't like how she acting, bro. Like that shit corny. Like, everything she do is corny, and everything that keep happening is her fault. Like, stop doing shit, bro.
I'm
Listen to
not gonna
people,
lie.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't disagree with you at all. I feel like I don't know if it's a they thing or a her thing, but like you played the second game, right?
Didn't play none of this shit.
You didn't play none of this shit. Okay, so I played the
Played
first
the
and
first
second parts of this game, right? And
season.
the time skip is the same. So it starts in one time, and then for part one, and then 5 years later is part two. They did the time skip for this. The problem is she does not look any older, in which I don't necessarily expect her to look that much older. But y'all could have did something. I don't know, like made her hair shorter or something to make her seem more mature. On top of making her look more mature, she acts the same way that acted in the first one. She just as hard headed. She just as stubborn. She just as annoying. Like she just be doing shit. Now she got an attitude with Joel. That's the only difference that I've seen from last season and this episode. Maybe we'll see some more shit throughout the season as a drop, but as of now, that was an L on that part. I don't too much like that. I noticed that whenever like I didn't see it whenever you posted it, whenever you posted the message below, but watching it, I see it, and she definitely is corny as hell.
Yeah. This is just she just keep doing bullshit and she mad at well, I don't know why she mad at him. It'll be revealed later, but this shit ass. I no, it ain't ass, but just how she acting is ass. Like I don't fuck with it.
For sure. Um, I fucked with the therapy scene. I don't think that was a part of the game at all. The
It was
therapy scene
fire.
was dope as fuck. And shout out to her. I can't remember what her name is, but she old and we seen her in mad shit before. But
That shit was fire. And she said, nigga, you can't heal until you say whatever it is, until you strong enough to say whatever it is out loud. And she let that nigga know, nigga, hate your bitch ass.
I
Like I
don't
don't
fuck with you, nigga.
get you're here in my house right now. And I put it in the air and I feel better about this shit. Now you tell me what you did to this girl.
That shit was fire. And I I I thought maybe they was gonna fuck up and have him spill his guts in this, but they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They kept the Joel character being Joel, and that nigga said basically I did what the fuck I had to do, and I ain't about to keep moping around about this shit. I did what I was fucking supposed to, and I fuck
Yeah,
with it. Now
yeah, I
the
fuck with that
spin
shit
back of
too.
this shit is going to be catastrophic whenever it's revealed to everybody. I just hope they don't fuck it up, like try to exile them or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, so you already know what's gonna happen. I don't, so yeah, keep all that shit to yourself, brother.
Nah, for sure, for sure. Um, I keep. So this is the newest. Yeah, yeah. This is the newest iteration that we've had of a video game. The last one, which damn, I don't remember which one came first. Was it? I think in Uncharted came out first. I think maybe, or maybe this came out. The first season came out, then Uncharted, then this. But
Uncharted
the
is a movie or a show.
you said what?
Is Uncharted a movie or a show?
It's a movie. It's Mark Wahlberg and what's that little name? Tom Holland. It's
Mark
based off the video
Wahlberg
game, but
already asked.
it's basically like a modern Indiana Jones. But it was actually ass. It kind of flopped. But this this the way they are pulling from the video game, just as far as the scenery and the setting, super fucking fire.
Do
Like
it look
this
just like
this
that?
shit look, bro, yes, and this shit look beautiful. Like dead ass, this shit look beautiful, bro. It looked exactly how it looked on the game. It's just real people walking around in that motherfucker.
In the game, Ellie went off with these other people and this girl and went into a building.
So in the game, it was actually just her and Dina. It wasn't like a
Okay.
whole uh group of people. It was just them two. Also, the reveal of this different hybrid clicker was way later in the game. It was not this early. And to give you some context, and maybe they'll show them some more, but in the game, it was like six of them bitches. Like there was somehow I ended up in a fucking old abandoned grocery store, and it's six of them bitches running around with some goddamn bow and arrows.
The
I
fuck?
died
They got born
several.
arrows?
Yes, bro. Like they I'm not gonna lie, they
Oh
did it
shit.
well. However, in comparison, they did not do it justice. For one, the look for this was completely wrong. They got the spores right as far as it kind of looking like antennas growing out of her face, out of the top of her face. They got that right. However, she had the clicker in the game had no eyes. So these little hybrid motherfuckers that like they was communicating with each other and sneaking around and shit, they didn't have any eyes. They just sensed on levels and levels above the clickers that we used to, and they was running
Damn.
around that bitch with bow and arrows, and it was difficult. I spent like weeks on that level until I accidentally just ran through that bitch one time and made it to the other side.
I finessed by that hoe too.
But goddamn,
She,
that
she
that shit
thought
was
that shit
alright.
was going what the game or this shit.
This shit, it was all right, but it wasn't what I expected it to. And again, it was mad early. But yeah, that
Wait,
was a
can that
little
shit
corny
see?
in itself. You said what?
Could that shit see? Cause them always can't see, right? They can only hear
They're
it.
not supposed to see,
So
right?
that shit was stalking her ass. So
Right.
could that one see though? Can these new ones see?
I assume so, and that's the difference between this and that's the difference between this and on the game, because in the game, like they didn't have there was no face, there was no eyes, there was no nose, none of that shit. It was a regular clicker face with shit growing out of it, and that's
It
it.
was just smarter.
It was just way smarter on some Daredevil senses shit, where it's running, flipping around, ducking around corners, getting covered, all that shit. Like the shit was wild.
Yeah. This
But
hoe was doing that shit too though.
yeah, it did it to a certain extent. Like I said, I don't think they did it. I don't think they did it to its fullest potential. But everything don't
I
have
don't
to be
think like
exactly like the game.
that shit probably gonna be like that later. Like they just probably was introducing that shit because it's okay. So when they first went to the store, did Ellie and Dina, whatever the fuck her name is, was the six out there?
You
Because
said
no
what?
way you killed six of them. When they first went to the store on the game, was six of them
Oh
there?
no. See, the thing is,
Okay,
in the
nigga,
game,
see that's why.
in the game, Ellie was by herself when she got to the
I
store.
thought
It
you
was
said she
way
was with Dina.
later in the game.
What's her name? Dina.
Yeah, Dina, they went on patrol together. It wasn't a group of people that went on patrol together. It was just Ellie and Dina in the game whenever they went on this patrol. So it's the same setup as far as the patrol, but it was six of them. It was two of them instead of the six or however many it was whenever they went on this patrol.
And
With
was it any smart
Kate
ones
and them.
there?
No, it wasn't. That was way later in the game,
That's what
and Ellie was by herself completely leading up to getting in the store and making it out of the store.
okay.
Yeah, so they did a little
Cool.
merging on that. I don't really know why they did that so early with this. I feel like that's kind of jumping the gun a little bit. I feel like you could have did
Only get,
some other shit.
only get like 8 episodes, man. That's probably why.
That makes sense. That do make sense. And that's ass. I mean, yeah, it's an hour a piece, which I don't know if I remember. Were these this long before?
Yeah. You know the first one always be like an hour, and the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
one be
yeah,
like
yeah.
an
You're right.
hour and 15 or some shit like that. But
Yeah,
them hoes
you right.
in the middle probably be like 45, 50.
For sure, for sure. I tell you what, I don't
So why do
remember
they keep
about the game. There
doing
wasn't
what?
no there wasn't no weird side story for them to bring up and make a whole episode about. So hopefully we ain't got to
What
deal
you
with that
mean?
shit this season. Remember the
Oh, you talking about
episode
that
3
shit
from the
last
first?
week?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, nigga, it don't look like they gotta bring up anything. They just doing it right out.
Yeah, facts. Oh, that was another thing. So they actually didn't show that scene in the game. It was all backstory. So where we start in the game, it starts like the day after that little dance or get together or whatever it was. And they explain how, you know, Dina kissed Ellie. It was in the middle of a bunch of people. Some old drunk dude said, they didn't say what the word was, but he basically said a homophobic slur. And Joel socked him. So they did change that where Joel just pushed him down, but in the game he socked the shit out that nigga and made him apologize. Or what's it called? What's I think her name is Rachel. Who the head of the Tommy's wife, the head of the council or
Yeah,
whatever.
the
She
black,
made him apologize the
the
next
black
day.
bitch from True Blood, bro. That's all I know.
But yeah. So I did appreciate them actually showing that. So that was actually a plus in comparison to them showing a whole relationship that was absolutely unnecessary to the story plot in the first season. So
Mm-hmm.
I fucked with that. But yeah,
So why is niggas just letting Ellie do what she want? Like that nigga Joel know what's best for her. He said he want her on lookout for a reason. He know she hyper aggressive, bro.
mm.
Like he know that she gonna go into these fucking unchecked buildings and shit. And why is Kate or Kate? Kate, why is she letting her do that shit? Like nigga, stop. Why is this girl running over y'all left?
Cat ain't have no reason to running that patrol. She clearly is very I don't want to say fragile, but she's not stern enough. She's not aggressive enough leader to handle Ellie. Clearly nobody is, because again, she just be walking over niggas. Like, and I don't know if it's because of her relationship with Joel, and so people don't really get on her ass like that. Like towards the end, when they in the council meeting, there should have definitely been some type of reprimand for them going into this building and completely ignoring uh Kat, who was the one, or Kate, whatever his name is, who was the one that was set in position to lead this patrol. And all
As
they
it
did was like,
happened.
hey, go say sorry and go do your report, and that's it. So
And that's
I
it.
don't. I think it's because her relationship with Joel, and nobody want to piss Joel off, but at the same time she's so much like him, so like not as much aggression, just extremely stubborn that you can't really tell her nothing.
Bro, fuck Joel, bro. She compromising shit. Like, what if old girl would have got bit, nigga? What if Dina would have got bit? Fuck Joel, nigga. Somebody put this little bitch in her place.
Ain't nobody tough enough, clearly. Speaking of other
Bro, it's cause
characters,
she a girl, nigga. Like nobody want. If it
you
was
know
a
what?
little dude, they would have been beat his ass.
You might be right. You might be right.
Like what can you really do with her, bro? Like, cause you got this one nigga who gonna get on your ass if you do anything to her, so you gonna let her fucking go on a
I'm first of
rampage.
all, I'm not letting her on no patrols. Next time I say you on the fence, you on the fence, and that's it. I'm not arguing with you about shit. If you want to take your ass out there and get somebody killed or get yourself killed, you're gonna do that on your own time. But you're not gonna compromise nobody else in this group. And that's kind of like the difference between the setup with this and the setup with like a Walking Dead or something like that. They wasn't playing that shit in The Walking Dead.
Nigga,
If you
what's the little nigga
compromise
name?
the
Rick?
group,
You not
it's
going
up
for
for
that
you.
shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Rick getting on your ass. He don't give a fuck who your pops is, or who you related to, who your people. The nigga checked what's his name, Dale. He checked the shit out of Dale first time he seen that nigga, and Dale had been intimidating niggas for however the fuck long, and he put that nigga in place. So
Yeah, play
I
that.
don't know. I don't even think Rick. I don't even think Joel is a Rick for real. Maybe it's just because he dealing with
Yeah.
his emotions and shit right now. But like that nigga not all that
He
stern either.
more of a loner type nigga who just had to come into like handling all of this shit. Like he more like a I do my own thing, but nobody else can run this shit, so I guess I gotta do the bullshit. That's
That
pretty
makes
much
sense.
how I see it.
That makes sense. But damn, I was about to fucking say something. Shit. Oh, that's what it was. They found, like, I don't know if these characters are the ones that they use their likeness for the video game, but like Dina looked exactly how she look in the game. The I'm guessing Japanese dude, Dina's ex,
Damn.
he looked exactly the same. He a little bit more broad in the shoulders, and he got shorter hair, but he looked exactly the same as that character did in the video game. So I think that was super dope how they're, even though these characters aren't that significant, they're finding people that match them very well. But then with somebody else like
So how
Tommy's wife wasn't black in the video game. She was white. So I think that was just some
so
equal opportunity
what's
shit.
going on, man?
What you mean?
What's going on with the Twitter discourse? Like everybody got a problem with how this girl look. Is she supposed to be like what's happening? Like
What you
she supposed
mean?
to be fine or something? Like what's going on?
Well, I mean,
What you say?
uh, okay, so she don't look shit like her. And you know what? And I'm glad you said this, because though I said that about them, Joel looks exactly how he's supposed to look. Ellie does not even a little bit. I think they went with the best they could as far as who fit the part personality wise, who could play the part personality wise. I don't think they did as much on the looks.
I
Same
don't really
thing
see
with
nothing wrong with how she acting. Like niggas saying her acting ass too, but I don't. I think
True.
that shit alright.
I mean, she's fulfilling the purpose of the character. Uh Trying to think back. Yeah, she did really good in the first season, I think. Yeah, I believed her. I believed her in what she was portraying in the first one. I think people might be just a little bit more taken aback about there. It doesn't seem like she's done a lot of progression over the past 5 years. Again, it just seems like she's just a bigger kid. Like she still don't
Yeah.
understand. Like in the game, Ellie was a lot more serious. Like she didn't even smile like that. She wasn't making no jokes. She wasn't loud. And whenever she got on Joe Last, she got on Joe Last. But it wasn't even like it wasn't like a yelling, screaming thing. It was like she really put Joel in his place type shit. Whereas
Yeah.
she just seemed highly emotional in this shit on the
Too
show.
emotional.
And then
And then
and
you don't
maybe
been
it's
through too much
because
shit to be this emotional.
no facts. Like you found out that you was immune to the bites of the fucking zombies or whatever the fuck they are, the runners and shit, and you just more reckless now. Like
Hmm.
and I was thinking about that. I'm like, okay, yeah, if you get bit once, you can take it. Like we saw it, you can handle a bite. These things tear people the fuck apart. Runners might be the most vicious because they'll beat you as they eating you. Six of them took
And
out a
shit,
bear, bro.
them hoes evolving too. So you might be immune to like the first wave, but nigga, these shits evolving to some stronger shit. You don't know if you immune to this other shit.
Bro, not even just that. There's other types of the bloaters, the big motherfuckers. We saw one or two of them in the first one. They literally
Mhm.
rip people apart by themselves. Like there was a
Facts.
there was a scene in the game or a level in the game where you fight your first bloater or whatever, and he got little projectiles that produce spores and shit. And I fucked around and ran into the nigga, and in the cutscene of me dying, the nigga literally ripped my head off my shoulders.
Damn, nigga pissed.
So like her recklessness don't fully make sense because you seen the damage these motherfuckers can do, and you just running into shit being stupid like a kid.
She thinks she nice like that though.
She ain't though, and
She
that's
don't
why
know
I
that.
fucked with the first scene because she's like, why did he pull his punch? Dude, like, cause he would have knocked your ass the fuck out.
He would
You
have
seen how
knocked you
big
the
that nigga
fuck
was? That
out.
nigga was like 6'5", built like Brock Lesnar, damn near. He'd have
He
knocked her the fuck
clearly would
out.
have knocked your ass out. Like, why the fuck would he put his all into that punch, dumbass little girl?
Shit, you got him wrapped up because you smaller.
And look how she talking. Like, don't pull punch. Like, bro, who are you, bro? You not running this hoe, bro. Like, yeah, they let
Yeah,
this bitch do it. That's what
I
I'm
ain't got
saying. They
time.
letting her do whatever.
I ain't got time to deal with Joel. You know what? Fuck it. You don't want me to pull punches? Bet, run it back.
Oh yeah, that's what he
I'd have
said,
had him
right?
run it back. I'd have had him run it back right then and there and say, "Hey, don't pull punches," like she just said, and watch her get her ass whooped for 3 4 minutes. And then, all right, now you want to fucking listen? It's fucking you're so goddamn badass, but you can't take a punch like you thought you
Yeah,
could.
it's just corny, bro. Like, I don't really like the character.
Speaking of characters and whether or not they look uh like how they're supposed to look. So I don't know if they said her name, but the other girl that they're showing, they showed her at the end of the episode with her group. Her name is Abigail, and the face looks slightly the same. The build doesn't look as much the same.
Who, the lady in the woods and shit, or the one who
Yeah,
was saying we gonna
yeah,
describe
yeah,
the
yeah,
jaw?
bro. So yeah, her. So that bitch was cut the fuck up in the game. like, but just only in the arms. Like she looked like she had anchor arms from SpongeBob in the game,
Oh, she was strong, like swole and shit.
bro. Yes, like I want to say she put hands on Joe for real at one point. Like she 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 is what Ellie thinks she is.
She little than a bitch.
But that's the thing. That's in the game. In this, and though they didn't show a full uh uh picture of her, I feel like close enough to where we she can really be examined. From what I saw, she don't like she looked fucking little. She don't look all that tough. She looked pissed, but that's it. Like she looked
What
tough as a
happened? Why she
motherfucker.
so mad? Can't remember.
I can't I don't wanna spoil it for you.
Oh, so this shit like we don't know. Like it wasn't in the last season, right?
Right. This girl was not in the last season at all. What she's
Okay,
mad
this is a
about
new
happened in
girl.
the last season, but we don't know. They have not
Okay.
shown it yet in this season.
Oh, alright.
They've alluded to it. If you paid attention to that first, just if you need to for context, go back to that first little 5 minutes of them showing them in uh their little fake graveyard or whatever, and them hanging up the firefly medallions or whatever. Just listen to that conversation and then pay attention from here on out because it's gonna that's pretty much like the main story that's shit is gonna be dealing with,
Oh, alright.
and
How
shit
you feel
shit get
about
lit.
this? You feel about this episode in general, man? Was it a good return back?
I don't know. I think it was all right. I think they had some pockets. Like I said, the therapy shit was fire. The illustration of the dance was all right. Um, this though the illustration of the hybrid clicker wasn't fully on par for me. The scene itself was dope. Like I like how they shot it. I like how it from watching so much shit, you kind of know where to look whenever certain scenes is getting set up. So as Ellie is going down the middle aisle, and every time she passes a shelf, as her body is parallel to the shelf, they still have the top left corner of the screen for you being able to see what's behind her on the other side of the shelf. I'm already looking there because I just from watching so much shit, you kind of just know where to look sometimes. And they got the clicker that's stalking her, lurking in the background and shit. So I'm looking at that, and though it's not surprising me because I know where to look, it looks dope still.
Okay.
There wasn't a whole lot of action in this one. I think that scene was like the only scene where shit really got kind of crazy. But I think it was a good first episode for a new season. I think they set up pretty much everything that they needed to set up as far as we're bringing in all these people and we need to build faster and the 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 I'm gonna just call them zombies. The zombies are still a problem. Um, you got new zombies that they're getting new information about. Just all these different little pieces. The Abigail girl, that shit happened in the background. That's gonna come to the forefront. I think they set up everything that they needed to set up for this to be a great season. Do I think it's gonna be better than the first one? I don't know.
They gotta get the fuck to it though. I ain't gonna say this shit was. It was alright, bro. It was ass, but it
It
was
it,
alright.
it ran it
It
ran a
wasn't
little
that
slow.
ass.
It ran a little slow. It was very low energy.
It was cool.
But yeah, I think we done pretty much discussed everything we need to discuss. Honestly.
Yo,
All right, man. Well, we appreciate I think I saw at least two people watching in the live, but this gonna be a short one. Hopefully we'll have some more people joining up since they know that we actually taking this serious now. Uh, on the next one, uh, these drop on Sunday. Yeah, these drop on Sunday, so we might. make this a thing where it's either Monday or Tuesday where we shoot the episode. But appreciate y'all pulling up.
No.
Appreciate y'all. John in the chat, he said, "What's up, my ends?" Appreciate y'all pulling up, man.